Adrenal gland. Gonad. Hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Pancreas. Thyroid gland. The pancreas, located behind the stomach, is involved in the body's ability to use glucose. Within the pancreas, tiny structures called islets of Langerhans secrete hormones into the blood. These islets are composed of several cell types. One cell type, beta cells, release insulin after every meal. Insulin, along with glucose, passes into the bloodstream and travels throughout the entire body. Insulin binds to specific receptors located on cells. The binding prompts the opening of glucose gates, allowing glucose to enter the cell. Diabetes is a disease in which the body has trouble using glucose. In type 1 diabetes, the beta cells are no longer able to produce insulin. In type 2 diabetes, insulin is produced and binds with the cell's receptors. However, when insulin binds with the receptor, the glucose gates fail to open, preventing the entry of glucose into the cell. The endocrine system consists of a variety of cells, tissues, and organs that secrete hormones. A hormone is a chemical signal that is carried in the bloodstream from its site of release to a target organ. Hormones exert their effects by altering various metabolic processes within target organs, thereby altering a person's entire metabolism. For example, the concentration of calcium ions in extracellular fluids is regulated mainly by the parathyroid glands. When calcium concentration drops below normal, the parathyroid glands are stimulated to release parathyroid hormone. Parathyroid hormone causes an increased activity in osteocytes and osteoclasts. These cells dissolve calcium phosphate crystals found in bones, thereby releasing calcium and phosphate ions into the extracellular fluids. Parathyroid hormone also causes the kidneys to conserve calcium ions and increase the excretion of phosphate ions. Thus, the net effect of parathyroid hormone is to increase calcium ion concentration of the extracellular fluids while maintaining normal phosphate ion concentrations. Ultimately, the increased amount of calcium in the blood acts as negative feedback on the parathyroid glands, inhibiting the secretion of parathyroid hormone. Within the base of the forebrain is the hypothalamus, a region of the brain that integrates information from the rest of the body and regulates most of the body's endocrine systems. An example of an endocrine system regulated by the hypothalamus is the hypothalamo-pituitary axis. Some neurons within the hypothalamus produce and secrete thyrotropin-releasing hormone, TRH. TRH is secreted into the hypothalamo-hypophyseal portal vessels and carried into the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland, where it stimulates cells that make thyroid-stimulating hormone, TSH. TRH stimulates the release of TSH from the anterior lobe of the pituitary. TSH enters the bloodstream and is carried to the thyroid gland. At the thyroid gland, TSH stimulates the production and release of thyroxine, a hormone that regulates the metabolic rate of all the cells in the body. In addition to regulating our metabolic rate, thyroxine inhibits the TRH-containing neurons within the hypothalamus. This inhibition results in decreased release of TRH, and thus a decrease in secretion of TSH and thyroxine. This is called a negative feedback loop and occurs frequently in the endocrine system. This is a histological image of a section through the cortical region of the adrenal gland. This is a histological image of a section through the medullary region of the adrenal gland. In this histological image, the functional components of the pancreas can be seen. This is a histological image of a sagittal section through the pituitary gland. This is a histological image of a section through the thyroid gland, which includes a parathyroid gland.